Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Burgundy Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Commentary.
Hey everybody, thanks for being here. I appreciate you so much. Soul Man, Stephen Nimley, Chica Chicken Head. I love it. Chica Chicken Head. That's so cute. Sean Sweat. And drum major SCSU. So you guys, let me take this down. Sorry. Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. So we waited till the block wasn't hot. I mean, you know, it's cameras everywhere and stuff. But I just didn't want to go when there was employees around and them getting to calling the police and being scared just because you got a phone in your hand. And I wanted to talk about some things with you regarding this. Okay. Do you think, okay, I want y'all honest opinion. So this is Village Hall. So right now it says restricted access, authorized employees only. This is a municipal building for the public. However, we saw how the employees were reacting to new people coming in there. We saw some of the things that were going on with the new auditors coming in town. Do you feel this is warranted? You know what I mean? So you guys want to know what the letter said? Okay, so I think the letter had already been up there. Let me show you guys what the letter said. I think that was a letter that was already up there. And I'm saying that because I think the letter I saw in Tommy G video when he was walking in, and it basically says, welcome to the new Village Hall. Go across the way to pay your water bill, yada, yada, yada. I'm about to pull it up for you guys so you guys know. But it's basically like, welcome to the new Village Hall, and these are the departments in this village. But that was already there. But the restricted access was not already there. So I want to know your thoughts about this. My vote is that it could easily be a police officer to sit at the desk. I'm not trying to say what manpower is available with the Dolton police officer or not, but I have seen that at Village Hall before, where a police officer sits there and signs people in, especially in a climate like this. Now, yes, this is a public building, but we know the block is hot and they're getting tons of action, and we know they don't know how to deal with it inside of there. We already know. So they could be saying that their safety is at jeopardy. This is my question. And I don't have a dog in this fight when it comes to this part, how they run their department. But if Village Hall is closed, is everyone just sitting in there? What kind of work are they doing if they can't serve the residents? You know what I mean? If it's full with employees that, you know, minus the ones that just do paperwork and all of that stuff, what about the people that serve walk-ins? Are they just there sitting until, you know, like, what's going on? It's kind of like a rock and a hard place, because I think that number one, safety, right? Why isn't an officer in there? That's my opinion. A security guard in there. It should not be the lady out at the front desk handling FOIA requests, because we saw how that went down. Let me read your comments. I really want to know. And let me read this. I really don't think it's going to be a first of the month meeting. I seriously doubt it, mainly because of the RA. Yeah. And we use grape over here. Look, I gotta hide that. Thank you. Did it enclose the studio? Hey, Nurse Petty. Hey, Samoy. Aubrey. Hey. It's basically illegal. It's a public building. They might have to have a court order to do this, right? And see, you guys, I'm not trying to compare Thornton Township of 190,000 residents to the village of Dolton with only 20,000 residents, allegedly, like that amount. But Thornton Township wouldn't go for this. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just close the building up. So I'm wondering, like, I just know Delgado over there pulling his hair out. Hey, guys. And it looks like I am though. I promise I'm not a stalker. But hey, Steven. hey, hey, was late night crew on? Hey, was late night crew on today? Hey, Samoy. I'm glad y'all linking up. Shout out to late night crew. Yeah, so this is what it looked like, and then you guys want to know what the letter was. This was the letter, and it's basically telling you welcome to the new village hall, because I told y'all that old village hall looked like some off Gremlins. So the new village hall is much better, and it's telling you the departments you can go to, but to go across the way to pay your water bill. And it tells you if you go there, it's the mayor's office, it's the village clerk, it's the village administrator, it's is housing, building, code enforcement, finance, and the board of trustees meeting and the fire and police meetings are supposed to be in this building. So I think that was a letter already. So it says only authorized uh employees, restricted access, restricted area. So we do know it's because of what's been coming to town. So I just really want to get you guys input on it, because I'm like, man, is this going to be a problem too? It's like the things just keep mounting on top, on top, on top, on top, one after the other. And I think, and you know what? I've been saying, I think, but I was watching Late Night Crew the other day, and he pulled up an old board meeting. Shout out to Shay over at Late Night Crew, guys. Make sure you check him out. He's really funny. Shay, my house ain't never been this clean. I be cleaning up, listening to you, putting my beans on. I be doing so many chores listening to Shay, because he don't. It's something you can have on and listen to. So this is the thing. He was at a 2021 board meeting, and when he had that up there, it was Mayor Hinyard on a Zoom, and she was with the trustees, and the lawyer was in the room saying, I told you not to say nothing. And she was like, okay, I'm just gonna say this one thing. He or she, because I don't know if it was the lady lawyer before, but it was like, I just got to say this one thing. I just got to say this one thing, and it's like they're advising you for a reason. And like I said, I know it's all not right. You probably feel like if I say something, it'll make it better, but that's not the case. Especially when you don't never want to have to face court or an indictment or something like that, and then say, okay, now I'm gonna listen. You know what I mean? You don't want it to get that far. Okay, now okay, tell me your advice. What should I do? And then it's too late, because up into this, and this is my assumption, they have tried to advise you, or the public is telling you, and it's like you just I just wonder what the exit plan is. I think that's my question. Like, where do you go from here? Like, if you don't have, okay, safety is important. Let me say this. You don't know who these strangers are coming in this town. You've never experienced something like that. I can understand. But if they are strangers coming in this town, y'all steadily be mouthing off to these people you don't even know. You don't even try to kill them with kindness or customer service. You know what I mean? It just be like, okay, you bold enough for that. I'm gonna call the police. And like I said, we know the height of the climate. Why is not an officer? Literally, the police station is a couple of blocks away. Why is just not an officer in the building, not outside, in the building from 9 to 5? That's it. That's all. Like I said, I don't know the manpower, but somebody could be sitting in there from 9 to 5, and maybe a rookie, maybe somebody on desk duty, just somebody that has a security background, a retiree, someone that was in the service, and say, I have this background. I could sit out front and you guys could pay me. See if that's in the budget, because this is a serious, well, we know it ain't in the budget, it's not gonna be on the warrant list. But this is a serious situation. Okay. Let me read some more of your comments, because this is quite interesting. This is quite interesting. They can't restrict public access to do public business. As long as the people who show up have business, i.e., FOIA requests, paying bills, etc. But anything else, I can see a cop stopping I can see a cop just stopping anyone. Yeah, stopping just anyone. Yeah. Hey, y'all, I love y'all follow each other. I hope the residents say something about this at the next board meeting. And that's my question. Do you think it's going to be a board meeting? This is the 28th of March. Do you think it's going to be another board meeting? Um, on the like this has to be like, can you imagine if you're closing it to the public now? Well, I guess you could have a board meeting if you had like officers escorted in, but are you going to keep out the people who want to know if the First Amendment rights are being uh done correctly? You know what I mean? I wonder if the auditors show up. They know they're about to lose their job anyway. When shift goes, they're all gone. You know, that's such a I was watching again. Who was I watching? It might have been Hannibal is Hungry. Shout out to him. He did like a 4-hour compilation, and I was listening to some of his greatest hits, if you will. And it was really interesting. I was letting that play in the background. And he had a video of it was that same speech where Jason House said, "Don't pray for me no more." You know, our favorite little clip to use.
More, you prayed us in on unity. You prayed us in and came with the most divisive speech I heard in my life. Don't pray for me no more.
So it was this full, you can check that out on Hannibal is Hungry. He had the full breakdown over there of that video. And I liked what Jason House said, because sort of what happened was all the people up there at the top, her staff, right? They were up there praising the mayor, and down in the trustees talking to them any kind of way. And one of the things that happened was Jason House said something really cool that I liked. He said, "Look, public works work hard, the fire department work hard, the police department work hard. And to y'all up here singing the praises and downing us, I understand why you have to say what you have to say." I thought that was really cool, because I'm sure it was somebody up there like, whew, because I hope he know I'm only doing what I have to do. Because if you become mayor, when you become mayor, or whatever happens, maybe he'll see some leniency and not replacing me. I know the main people that's about to be gone. Now, it ain't no. I know the main people that ain't gonna be there, and it's sad. And that's one of the reasons I never wanted to work for a municipality. Because if you're a candidate, in some instances, if your candidate did not win, you, depending on how involved you were politically, were not gonna make it when the new people came in, for sure. I don't know, Whirly Bird. The thanks for being here. The feds are in town. Hello, Eric Beecham. Hello, Burgundy Blue and fam. Show some love. Oh yeah, please like the video, guys. Hey, Nurse Petty, thanks for being here. Hit the like button. Thanks, Soul Man. Soul Man, I thought I gave you it's 300 Soul Mans. How do I do this? I'm about to start it. How do I do it? Somebody help me learn the computer. I'm over here trying to learn the computer. They've been acting like her. Thanks for being here. They've been acting like her personal crew, so they should start looking for employment elsewhere. I know they feel it. Yeah, you know. I always wonder, and I hope you guys don't think I'm trying to down anybody. I always wonder, like, what was you doing before this? Because that screams, like I said, Old BKB. Steve Harvey, what Cat Williams said. Steve Harvey said, Old BKB, I'm gonna do what you want me to do. Because that screams why you would, like, that could change your life, getting a 6-figure job and a cushy, like, to me, not there, not trying to disrespect anybody. Those are pretty easy jobs. Like, you can see the water department, not the water department, or you can see the village hall when the people walk in. They got on leggings. They just having a field day walking around. It's pretty easy. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, I'm sure they have stressful moments, but some of the workers, you got a pretty good job, if you're doing living in the city you work in, and you make it six figures plus perks. And then let's say you came from frying fish at Sharks. You know what I mean? Totally different world. Totally different world. The staff needs training on how to interact with the press or the media. The press or the media is part of the public. When you're a public servant, that is one thing. Like I said, I'm super shy. I don't like stuff, cameras, and like I would be like, oh my God, so agitated if cameras had to go in my face. But at the end of the day, if you know that people walking in there filming you, put your mask on, sit at your desk, get through it. As long as no one's bringing any harm to you, that's it. And as the person that runs the department, I would demand to have security or police officer at that front desk, because I'm gonna say when they came in there, when old girl quit, we know she quit, and we know she didn't go anywhere, but she quit. I'm gonna say that it wasn't any men in the building at all till the police came, in my opinion, unless somebody was off to the side somewhere or something like that.
Call the police. Yeah, I call the police. Ma'am, can I get your name?
No, I'm good.
Not you, ma'am. I'm sorry. Ma'am, do you mind if I get your name, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am? It's not very professional of you.
Hey, I quit, y'all. I quit my job right now. You quit, okay. Yeah, I quit my job right now. I quit.
You're quitting?
Yep.
Why are you quitting?
The next day.
Hey. How y'all doing?
That never gets old to me. I quit right now. Everybody like quiet. And like I said, I understand the frustration. Can you imagine going for where you just dealing with regular, not to say everybody's regular. And I put the link if anybody want to call in tonight. And we keep everything respectful over here, you guys. Like, it's more than one side to the story. But can you imagine coming to work just serving residents day to day, and then now every time you turn around, Dane Placo Dane Placo is in your office. But then that's also really bad news, because what if it's new development or something like that? Like, can you call the village hall? I did try to call just to see if they had an answering service that would tell you, hey, if you right now we're closed. They did not, like, right now we're closed. Maybe an answering service. Right now we're closed. If you guys need to have some interaction, hit number 1 for this department, and maybe they could just open the door one by one. I don't know, but it is like you guys are saying, maybe I'm being too lenient. It is a public building paid by the taxpayers. So just like they're not supposed to lock the trustees out who are sworn in, the public voted for them to be there. They're supposed to have the right to have a key too. The trustee Kiana Belcher picture is supposed to be up. It's so many things that just make you be like, what the heck is going on here? And are you making a mountain into a molehill, making it worse and worse? You know what I mean? Let me get to your comment. And thanks for being here, guys. Hit the like button. We have 140 people in here super early. Yeah. Jason House for mayor. Okay. Jason House. Okay, let's keep on going. They've been acting like her personal crew, so they should start looking. Oh, yeah, we were talking about that. They do have police officers sitting in their trucks outside, right? I don't know. I think they should have, whoever should be in the inside. I don't think you should be in a truck. You know what I mean? Samoy, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being here, guys. Can Tiffany legally cancel both the board meetings a month? No, you're supposed to have at least one board meeting. It was supposed to be 2, but you're supposed to have at least one. So look, if she canceled this one, Okay, she has time to do a second one. Now, the only reason we may think that this one would be canceled, I don't know, because of the allegations that's going on. The block is hot right now with all the freedom people coming to Dolton. Then Thornton Township has that lawsuit on the first they're fighting with the Edgar County watchdogs, right? So those are all type of things that's going on. Like, this is getting crazy. Like, Thornton Township will be in court on the first and trying to possibly come up with a settlement. The village hall is closed. It's just becoming it's a lot of pressure. The climate here is nothing short of pins and needles, in my opinion. A lot of people are just, they don't know what to do. They're confused. Even the people who are, I've talked to a lot of people, even the people who are for Mayor Henyard, they're just like, we just don't understand it. Like we'll be talking like, it seems like it could be all simple, right? We just don't understand it. There's going to be a board meeting. 2 meetings in a row won't be canceled. What about the same month? I wish I knew. Can't they be canceled the same? Because they were canceled March, but we had one earlier March. Can it be canceled 2 in a month, or is it back to back? Let's see. Let's keep on burning off in the house. So nice to see the late night crew family here. Let me tell you, late night crew helped me cross over a threshold to 5K. I forever love my late night crew family. I just stumbled across Shay Page, like, what is he talking about? Then I was clutching my pearls, like, what? Oh my goodness. Let me guess who's going. They don't pray for me no more. Guy, the head of the water department. Also, who's drunk? Somebody's drunk in there? Oh no. I hope not. Now, see, that's why they need to open Rutgers out. After work, they could have went across the street and got a nice little cocktail and a cigar. They have to see the gravy tray ended. You know, look, losing a job is not fun. Losing your finances, losing your livelihood, that's not fun. Been there, done that. Pick up the pieces, trying to pick up the pieces. But I think that it's so many people in this equation that just don't have a voice. I'm sure it's people just sitting there like, oh my goodness, when will this end? And then if it does end, what does it mean for me? Will my salary be adjusted? Would just nervous. I think she was talking about the lost dogs in the city. Oh, you talking about the lady? She was like, in the case you didn't know, you need to be a business owner in Dolton. I mean, what did she say, you guys? I'm misquoting. In case you didn't know, you have to live in Dolton to become a business owner. It's in that that ordinance. The owners of all the liquor stores and the owners of Dress to Impress. Everybody, Sharks, the gas station owners, they all turned around like, you gotta live in Dolton? What? The next meeting is going to be the most heated of all. Yeah, they're probably going to sift through who could get in, because it's already steady room only. Hey, Jimmy Buckley, what's up? It is a mess. Currently there's an opening. I don't know why this is funny. Currently, there's an opening for a communications director. That's yeah, because I still want to know who's that lady at the front desk that was like, here's your FOIA request so you can leave. Like, what? You could have left, ma'am. You could have left the last part out. Here's your FOIA request so you can leave. I'll leave when I'm ready, ma'am. Thank you. Just joining, watching from Sulphur, Louisiana. Live in the Lone Star State. Oh, thanks for being here, John Luna. We appreciate you. So funny. I had to change my YouTube chat name after I subscribed. I was getting all these weird requests. Getting to the business. I wonder what your name was. What kind of weird request? Hey, drum name, your name couldn't be any worse than my initials. Are those Home Depot signs? Well, yeah, I don't think anybody made those. I thought they did. I was like, they really put some work. They were on Canva, but no, you right. Home Depot. Jason House, Brittany Norwood, Ed Steve, Kiana Belcher, all good candidates. Yeah. So the weird part is, even after this election, I think Stan and Andrew, they still will be here another 2 years? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was watching last night, and I'm amazed they have been dealing with this nonsense since 2021. Isn't that crazy? The stress. And I remember seeing her election night with her baby, and everybody was just like, had this mode like, wow, this young lady, and we're saying young compared to the mayors prior, you know what I mean? But just to say, somebody that relates to the youth is about to be possibly the next mayor of Dolton, the first woman, right? First Black woman, Mayor of Dolton, somebody that we saw was going out there and doing something. And then it just, I don't know. I'm so confused on what changed. Thanks for being here, Sean Sweat. Smash that like button for me, y'all. Are the FOIA requests actually getting filled by the media? I want to reach out to Long Island Audit and ask if he got his requested filled. Did you submit a FOIA request? Nope. I did not. Because I feel like I don't even know what I want to know. I think that if stuff just wasn't so extra, like if stuff just wasn't so extra, a lot of things would fly under the radar. Like I said, do you guys remember that mayor for Louisiana, and she was up for re-election? Oh, that's a story we have to do another day. But this always reminds me of her. She was flying first class and staying in, and then using the rooms that was for the city, to like making it her little love nest. Like it was, and then she put somebody to a relative to live in the apartment that the city owned, and all of that was illegal. So she was running again, and I believe she won. I found this out on Pink Book Lessons, actually. If I find it, I'll put it in the description box. I believe she won, but the first thing she had to do was pay back she paid like $70,000 back, like hotel stays and first class trips. But her thing was, whatever I was flying, I was doing it for the business of Louisiana, for the people of Louisiana. But still, they wanted to know why she was taking all these first class flights to these different conventions. And they were like, but she paid it back. She took her own money and paid it back. And I just wonder, is this what they're trying to figure out, like why the finances are locked out? If it's a deficit, we always hear the mayor and the supervisor say, oh, I went and got 15 million, right? When do that money come down the pipeline? And if let's say they do get the 15 million, because I'm ignorant to this, guys. If you're just joining me, what I'm saying on this channel is not golden. This is just, we're trying to figure it out over here. We're trying to see what's going on. And that's just it. Everybody involved, I'm sure they're in a stressful situation, but we're trying to figure out is this the end? I was listening to Shay was DJing yesterday. So we're trying to figure out, is this the end? Like, what's going on? So is the money she got, like she was saying, like, I think, don't quote me, she got like 7.5 for Thornton Township and 9 million for Dolton or something like that, if you guys recall. Are they trying to wait for that money? You know how you be like, I took some money out of my savings, but then when I get paid, I'm going to cover it. Are they trying to do that? Like, try to make it balanced? By the time the trustees do get the numbers, they could be like, oh, well, yeah, we were in a $7 million deficit, but we deposited $5 million from the grant. Like, do y'all think that's what they're trying to do? I don't know. They should have already been trained on how to interact with the press, media. The company I work for, I had to attend a workshop class about interacting with the media. And you know what else? The customer is always right. I know that's really basic, but just the way the energy in there, like I said, I have been. I told you I was in the library. The library, total separate entity. I walked in, hello, because I wanted to know what I needed for a card or whatever. They was like, "What you want? Who are you?" And state your business here. I was like, "I want a book. Just want a book, ma'am. Just a book." They were on pins and needles about any face they hadn't seen before. And it's not an excuse. Like I said, the library, a total separate entity. I don't think nobody's bothering the library people. But it's like, where does it, okay, y'all, we know the media coming. Now, I'm assuming, this is my assumption, the lady walking out saying she's going to quit, I believe she's the leader of the whole situation. She's a department head. That's my belief. What are you teaching your staff if you're the leader? You know what I mean? Hey, guys, we know it's really hard. We know it's really hard. You know what? Tabitha, go over here. Burgundy, go over here. Is this causing anxiety for anybody? Here go those wonderful mental health counseling numbers. Here go, because I'm sure this is causing y'all stress and anxiety. Here go the mental health counselors right here on deck. We get first dibs from the township. Just something other than I quit, y'all. I quit right now. Because what, it's like, no, like you have to not just say you're a leader, you have to show it. Not just say you're a director, you have to show it. Not just say you're a department head, you have to show it. That's what I'm trying to say. And that stuff trickles down. Just like when she was walking out and quitting her job, then the next lady who may be in charge, here's your FOIA request so you can leave. It just trickles down where people say, oh, if I could show disrespect, if they could show disrespect, I could show disrespect. And then it just goes from there. I don't like that. The building is not Tiff's or Keith's. That's a violation. Yeah. I wonder if this will change tomorrow. I wonder if this will change. And then again, remember we were going over that picture that was floating around the internet? I don't know if that's true or not. What if that, I can't wait for that video to drop. Was it a commotion with that? I don't know. Because that video, that photo been floating around for a couple of days. And if you guys saw that on that auditor channel, if you guys know who that auditor is, I do not. Let me know. I would like to know what really happened. I actually respect Long Island Audit, because what did he do? He said, okay, well, they look like they're not, let me pull the picture up, guys. Sorry. He was like, well, they look like they're not violating my First Amendment rights, so I'm up out of here. That was noble. You know what I mean? He didn't agitate the situation any further. He just said, hey, look, they're not violating my rights. I'm going to get up out of here. And I can appreciate that, not trying to egg the situation on. Now, let me just pull this picture up here. This is the picture I think I'm talking about. So do you think that I don't know this to be true. Some people said they know who these people are. Do you think this, like I said, we're just thinking for ourselves. Do you think that this is the reason? You see what I'm saying? Do you think that they're sitting there in Mayor Hinyard's desk and they're sitting at the attorney's desk? Do you think that was the reason? Like I said, I don't know these people. I don't know of their channel. Like, I was new to the whole auditor situation. So do you think that this is what caused the restricted area? Just asking. And what do you think about this picture? Like, I wonder how it went down. Did they just go in there? Because I hadn't seen that much of Village Hall or people get that far other than Long Island Audit. And thanks for that, Pearls Pinks. Thanks for being here, everybody. 174 people in here. Hit that like for your girl, please. And give me your opinion. Well, if they want to be paid, then they won't cancel the first Monday of the... Ooh, isn't that the first Monday of the month? That's to pay the bills and the... what is it? Payroll and bills. You're right. Thank you for that, Mara. Thank you for that. Likes are free. The algorithm loves likes. Thanks, guys. Hey, Sean. Late night crew. You guys needed the climate to change. Getting to the business, I agree. Clearly, from the Zooms of 2021, the town might already be broke. I hope not. I'm praying for a miracle, guys, because I have a lot of friends, a lot of loved ones, a lot of people that will be affected by this. I don't want that to happen. Smash the like, guys. No, they shouldn't be canceled. If she can't make it, so what? Need a quorum to vote on things. Oh, right. If she's not there and if Andrew's not there, what they only need 4 trustees? Yeah, they'll have quorum. Thank you so much, Donis Moore. Love your show, Burgundy Blue. We hearing you. Yeah, it's like I don't understand. Like it's like I'm just looking at all sides, and it's turning into this whole like sometimes when I see the mayor talking, she'd be like, I never seen people that want to tear down people so much. I sort of get what she's saying, but then it always circle. I do get, not sort of. I'd be like, oh yeah, she probably getting it from all angles, right? But it always circle right back to, okay, but if you just put the receipts on the Jumbotron, if you just, what Trustee Norwood say, if you just put the receipts on the Jumbotron, what they gonna say? We should not have to wait. Now, waiting on a podcast, that's just silly for government business. Now, that don't make sense. They need just 3 trustees for quorum, but she keeps the first Monday of the month because they vote on salaries. You get paid, everyone get paid. If y'all ever seen that meeting. Yes. Late night crew in the house. Half plus 1, 4. This was funny. We don't know. Do you guys put a thumbs up if you think Andrew Home is going to show up, and put a thumbs down if not? So 1 would be yes and 2 would be no if you can't get to the thumbs up. It's April 9th, the next full house meeting. That's for Thornton Township, April 9th. April 1st is Dolton's meeting. That's a busy woman right there. Like, I'd be like, look, What dude say when she get elected? Y'all can have that mayor stuff, baby. Y'all can have that. Late night crew, I love y'all. Y'all come through. I hope Shay go on tonight. He cracks me up, and the music is wonderful. And you guys, please check out Late Night Crew. Tiffany to produce receipts at the next meeting on the Jumbotron. I want to see that. Y'all, watching these meetings are so funny. And it's so sad as one, because I swear, Trustee Kiana Belcher be like, do you want to see it? And the mayor be like, no. You want me to pass it over here? She be like, no, I don't want to see it. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation. I said, I didn't think about my name thoroughly. Oh my God. I thought Tiffany was 30 or younger. When I found out she was 40, acting like this, shaking my head. Yeah. And it's like, I don't remember seeing her act like that. I wasn't interacting with her one-on-one or anything, but I just remember always seeing her in like maybe a passing, and it's being like, you know what? She's relatable. That's it. She's relatable. That's it. Nothing too frills, nothing too, just relatable. The feds closed the building to collect evidence. I don't think so. Because when I went by there today, it seemed like business as usual, except for the employees weren't letting people in. I'm finna submit a FOIA request, and I don't live in Dolton. I need the fax number. You can actually find the FOIA. It's FOIA at Village of Dolton or something like that. You can find it on the Village of Dolton website. Tiffany said via IG today that she has all the receipts. She said she was going to show them. However, y'all went and reported her podcast to YouTube and got it shut down. Shut up. I gotta go find that. Did she say that? Did she say that? Let me go over to Instagram. Because all we have to do, you know, oh man, my selling sunset girl, she divorcing her husband. Y'all, I gotta get back to my reality TV. This and it's so weird. And shout out to all my old subscribers that still sticking with me. I know some of y'all email me like, I'm gone if you keep on talking about Dolton. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna get back. I should have did a separate page with this, but I didn't think it was gonna go as far. I didn't think anybody would even come to my channel and listen to me talk about Dolton. So it got carried away. But I'll be back on my reality TV. Let's go see what the mayor is saying. Okay. No, I don't see anything on her page. I don't see anything on her page other than something from 50. Is it another one? Maybe if it's Super Mayor. Let me see. Because I'm like, I know she didn't say that. I know, like, yeah, I sorry, I have to always check. I be like, I know she ain't say that. Y'all ain't gonna make me believe this lady said that. Let me see. Okay, I got it. She's verified. Sorry, I was on the wrong one. Not the blue check mark. My bad. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. So she's still on Spotify. So let's just see what our super mayor has to say. Like I said, we try to hear everybody out the best we can over here. Hit the like button. Let's go to super mayor. Man, they gonna put Akira out of business.
Super Mayor Tiffany A. Henry, the people's mayor. So, you guys doing a lot of snitching, and y'all went and got my site shut down. My Tiffany on the Move podcast, Tiffany Henry on the Move podcast. Well, it's said that when truth speaks, everybody gets scared and everybody gets to running. Well, just like I told you, if you want the tea, get it from me. And if you want to check me out, because I got other platforms, go to Spotify. And that way you'll see Tiffany Henry on the Move podcast. Yes, Spotify. And you can also go to Apple Podcasts, because those are different outlets to view all the content. And y'all asked me for the receipts, but I got the receipts right here on ice, like I always do. Y'all asked for it, and I'm about to deliver. I got episode after episode after episode. Just wait your turn. Yeah, your turn coming. Just wait. Y'all doing all that talking. Y'all doing all that lying. And I told y'all, stop lying on me before I start telling the truth on y'all. And that's what this is. True speech right here. Residents, community, nation. Y'all gonna be shocked at the mess that's all around y'all. But I want to educate people in my delivery of receipts that y'all thought I didn't have. I always keep my receipts. I mean, I do a lot of talking, or it may come out a little slower than norm, but I keep receipts. That way I can educate the world as what happens behind the scenes that y'all don't see. I don't like fake news, because fake news tell you one-sided narratives. They don't tell you the truth. As you can see, you saw that first one. First one was lit, wasn't it? It was off the chain. And the problem I got is, when they do it, it's cool. But when I do it, it's a problem. But this is how I see it in my head. Play the video.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Hey guys, this is Superman.
I be trying. That's gonna be me, y'all. I'm gonna be like, hey y'all, hey. I be trying to hang in there. My question is, I'm sure she doesn't care what my question is. My question is, why do the residents have to go to a podcast to hear receipts on a village that they pay taxes for? And is that legal? Is it legal? And yes, YouTube is a whole different beast when it comes to terms of service and stuff like that. But I thought maybe she got shut down because she showed the pew pew going off at the nightclubs. That's what I thought probably was the issue. Or that some of the things she was talking about, like Pablo's, allegedly is still in litigation. You know what I mean? So that's why I thought it got shut down. I didn't think nobody was snitching. I think a lot of people wanted it up to get content, to be making content off of it. So yeah, I don't know. Is it legal that you're able to put on a podcast village business? And and let me tell you something. Let's say it's me and I have a business and like Big Wood or something like that. And when I first started, I just wasn't able to have all the bells and whistles I wanted to. I got a shop, I couldn't have all the bells and whistles, and my roof was leaking. And you put it on a podcast for everybody to see, but at the time my roof was leaking, business was slow, so I wasn't serving anybody this, but you got people thinking that I got water dripping over their food, stuff like that. And stuff I wouldn't want the people, I brought the building department over here just to come over and do an inspection, tell me how, and give me the permits to get it fixed, not for my mayor to blast my business all over. You know what I mean? I feel like it's some kind of, I might have it wrong. Like I said, I could be ignorant to this, but I feel like it's some kind of confidentiality being breached. Like, I remember her saying at a board meeting when somebody came up that she was like, I would never, ever, ever put I'm a small business owner, and I would never, ever, ever put you on blast in this kind of forum. And then say, then putting people on blast. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling to me what's going on. I'm very hurt by it. I don't know if y'all could tell. I'm just hurt by it, to see someone do something like this. Maybe even self-destruction. Do it seem like it's self-destruction, but is it like a power trip where you feel like you can't be stopped? I just don't understand it. I'm confused. Let's keep reading these comments. And thanks for that, Chicago style cult. I didn't even see that. I'm like, I know she ain't say that. No, she ain't say that. Did y'all see the video she put out about her YouTube getting taken? Oh yeah. So when she said, I may not talk a lot. Like, I may not talk a lot. Okay, sis. All right. I may not talk a lot. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's almost hurtful to watch. Because she's one of those people I always say, I don't want to see, like, I don't want to see her go get locked up. I'm sorry. I'm going to lose a lot of people that, like, it's like that. It's like, I just want her to do the right thing. Do the right thing. That's it. Like I said, we don't know what she's carrying on her shoulders at one point, but I think the heaviest thing you covering is the receipts. Put it on a jumbotron. That's it. Kenya went on to say that you may now catch her podcast on Spotify and Apple. I told you it's celebrity. It's celebrity. When I saw her walk into that board meeting an hour late, don't I look nice? I was like, it was like she was David Ruffin and the rest of the trustees are the Temptations. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was the mayor of New Orleans. She paid it back though. She had to pay like 70 something thousand. She paid it back. She made enough. I wonder how much revenue is being generated from the visitors. Okay, and that's a thing. Like, I don't know. Can she use government or official government business, if I want to call it that, as content on her podcast that generate income for her on a separate platform? You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. 100% I would not give her my views. I think that's a lot of people feeling like that. Hey, Chunky Rivera, I just joined. What happened? Oh, we don't even know where to start. Good evening, Burgundy and chat. I want to thank you for gifting me a membership. I'm in the background listening. Thanks for being here, Rhonda. Shout out to Late Night Crew. Definitely gifted those memberships the other day. What in the heck? How did no one hear the part on Long Island when the lady called Tiff directly and you could hear Tiff say she was sending the police? I didn't hear that part. We're gonna have to watch that over. That good ear. Good ear. I did not hear that part. But I think that's even worse. You know what was the worst one? When Dame Placo caught Lavelle Redmond outside and you allegedly could hear him calling her on the phone. Like he wrapped her up and then he had her on speakerphone. And she's like, no comment. Allegedly that was her. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, how you gonna call her on speakerphone? Put your AirPod in. Oh, y'all. Oh my goodness. I am confusion. Okay. What's the name of the lady that quit? Did she we gotta play it every time somebody asks. Don't ask me this about.
You call the police? Yeah, I call the police. Ma'am, can I get your name?
No, I'm good.
Not you, ma'am. I'm sorry. Ma'am, do you mind if I get your name, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am? It's not very professional of you.
Come on outside, I'm dead. I mean, not the money. Hey, I quit, y'all. Yeah. Okay. I quit my job right now. Okay. Yeah, I quit my job right now. I quit.
You're quitting?
Yep.
Why are you quitting?
The next day.
Hey. How y'all doing?
Y'all, in my head, I swear that's how that lady was. That lady didn't even leave the parking lot. I don't know her business, but I just know. And she allegedly, I think she's that's me in my head. This is me saying this, Burgundy. I think it's Kim that be at the board meetings, and she always be like, y'all think I'm the mayor's pick. That's who I thought it was. But yeah, that I don't think she went anywhere. But I'm like I said, I understand the frustration of coming to work every day and people are in your area, but you're a public service worker. And this is what the village is dealing with. I think it needs to be some kind of training going on, maybe a little therapy, because that would make me anxious every time coming to work, not knowing who's going to walk in, and maybe a little security. I think those three things would be, or officer there. Those three things would go a long way. State your business here. Okay, you're here. Do you want a FOIA? And see if they would have had an officer there, they would have known what Long Island was there for. He wanted a FOIA request. That's it. That's all. Tiff is not going to be able to replace all the money she's stolen. Trustees haven't seen financial statements since September of 2023. Also, the judge ordered Clerk Key to be put back on the bank account. Thank you for that, John Luna. We were talking about that. We were like, remember back in the day, I don't do this, but back in the day, like people used to be like, you know, somebody that can make check stubs so you could get a car or apartment or something weird like that. But you really had income coming in, but maybe you were like a standalone business. Like maybe you cut hair, maybe you sold cake, stuff like that. You were an entrepreneur. And you really didn't have that check stub every 2 weeks. I said, they're going to come to the board meeting. All that stuff is on paper. They're going to come to the board meeting with some fake check stubs and some fake bank statements. Somebody make me a bank statement right quick. Oh, Rhonda, we hope you feel better. Not feeling well, so I'm going to be in the business just listening. I can't do the chat right now. Love you all. We love you, Rhonda. Get some rest. Get some rest. Is that Tiffany in a black hat? Tiffany got check. No, that's my favorite show, Little Women Atlanta. We hope you feel better. It's nothing like not feeling like yourself, right? Feel better, babe. Smash the like button, y'all. No, the town was in 2 million surplus. Oh, I heard that on the. If you guys didn't watch, former trustee Ed Steve. he had a great interview with Brittany Norwood. It was so much stuff I didn't know. Like Brittany Norwood was the only one to win on her ticket, and she was actually on Riley Rogers' ticket. And then they were talking about how they possibly, Trustee Estes was saying how money was saved during COVID. And I did not realize that could have been a possibility as well. Very, very nice thing, Soul Man. Thank you. No, the town was in 2 million surplus. We read that. Then Brittany Norwood talks about how she went to talk to Tiffany about compromise because they gave her 95% of the money for upgrades, and Tiffany argued for the last 5%. You guys, and I talked about that when I first started talking about this subject. I was like, do you feel like it's a thing, like she feels like she wants to make her mark as fast as she can for the community? Like she like, oh, the trustees won't give me this, so I'm gonna have to hurry up and make my mark as fast as I can any way it goes, by any means necessary. I don't think it's the right thing to do, but I just wonder that's crazy, right? That is crazy. Let's continue to go. Yep, everybody said they don't think Andrew Holmes is showing up. We got a lot of thumbs down, a lot of twos. Nobody think he's coming out. Hey, amazing late night crew in the house, because he shows up everywhere. Like jogging 14 blocks after a whole car. I want to say he'll show up now. If he has some shame, he'll stay home. But I'm divided. I don't know. Yeah, like, okay, so how do we feel if Trustee Andrew Holmes show up? Like, if he shows up, is it because you like show up because you're innocent? Or if he don't show up, is it would you feel like if he showed up, like, is it like he's innocent? This is crazy. Thank you, Soul Man. Love your Dolton coverage. I appreciate you so much. Y'all, this stuff is like I said, it's nerve-wracking to me, because I definitely try to put my opinion in there, but I have an opinion. Don't get me wrong. I have an opinion. But it's like having an opinion. I'm having an opinion, right? But I'm out here in it at the same time. So it's like nerve-wracking, because I do hear people, they're like, I live, I have people that are affected by it. So when I see certain things, I be like, okay, well, maybe she's trying. But I think the only thing that would sway me, and nobody cares about little old me, I'm over here on a computer. My decision is, give them the receipts. Give them the receipts. What's the big deal? Now, are you scared to give them the receipt because they're gonna nitpick over every charge like Dollar Tree? Yeah, I'm sure. But isn't it better to rip the Band-Aid off now and just be like, y'all, I went and got my nails done. I was at Akira. I went to Rainbow. Just rip the Band-Aid off and go ahead, and here go the money back. You know what I mean? I know it would never be, if it's $7 million deficit, I know it won't be no $7 million back, but here you go. Here go my money for Dollar Tree, Rainbow, and Akira. Here go y'all money back. Here go. I did get a couple of red bottles. I did. Burgundy, Rebel Without a Reason on X shared it on his page. Did he? Is that who he is? Is he on Instagram? Or let me see. Rebel Without a Reason. Let me see. I didn't know who that was. Let's see. Rebel Without a Reason. Let's see if we can go over there. Is that a YouTuber? Rebel Without a Reason. Rebel Without a Reason. Okay. Is this it? 2.35 subscribers? Is that him? Can somebody put Rebel Without a Reason in the chat? Because I don't know if this is him. Okay. We're gonna have to check it out. Funny if she's complaining about her YouTube and she reported late night crew, right? Allegedly, we have to say allegedly. But it's like it was sort of like me, guys. I had this YouTuber hated me, and so they doxed me. It was a horrible. This is why I first started YouTube, and it was a horrible, horrible feeling to be doxed. Let me tell you, it was a horrible feeling. But then I realized, hey. You're gonna F around and find out if you that was it. After I cried about it for about a day. But at the end of the day, he didn't dox none. I had like 800, maybe 8. I wasn't even monetized when he doxed me. Just because I had an opinion, not a bad opinion. I just had a question, just talking, don't make it right. You don't have to like it because it's a bad feeling when someone's talking about you, probably, right? So, and he's an entertainer and supposed to be Christian. So allegedly, so not him, he didn't do it. His one of his people, that his fan base did it. And like, you never want a crazy fan base like that, because you'll be liable for some dumb stuff. So he did not do it. I want to be clear. One of his fans did it, right? So it was this whole big thing. And I had just started. I was like, I'm gonna give up YouTube. I'm gonna do all this. But then I had a comeback for him. So I like, you're gonna try to take down allegedly. You're gonna try to take down late night crew, but you're not taking down O'Shea or these not to say you should, not saying like that, or these huge YouTubers that talk about you. You go for the little guy. And that sucks. And that's what I brought to his fan base. I said, now y'all went for me, and it's somebody with 2 million subscribers that's spreading the same information, and you had nothing to say. And I said, you're gonna F around and find out at the end. What Timmy hear you say? At the end of the day. And I actually learned that from this. I love her. Come Get This Commentary. She was really, really cool. She supported me. The guy that did my logo supported me, and also it was a little more people. And also I learned that from this. I don't know if you guys follow Nosy Bystanders. When the Barbs doxed her that time, she gave me a lot of, like, I was just listening to her story. She gave me a lot of insight. It ain't no big deal. It ain't no big deal. You F around and find out. Okay, because ain't nobody over here hiding or anything like that. Everybody has an opinion. It just is what it is. Everybody feel a certain type of way. And in my opinion, somebody as huge with all these seats, like I always say, sometimes it's not even her. It's the people that she has worked for her. Like I saw that post where one of the workers were threatening this lady and said, you will want to see your children again, or see your loved ones again, right? Really? You're going to say that on Facebook? Like, it don't even make no sense to come that hard at somebody with something you have nothing to do with. I just don't get people. I just don't get people. Like I said, in my video, when I did the ride along, I said, y'all ain't getting out the car. I'm going to let somebody else pull on this door. My safety is more important. I don't need to be arguing with nobody. I don't need to be stressed out. Now, when I have some security with me, somebody riding with me to know where I'm going, stuff like that, then I'll go ahead with my content. But I'm not about to, my safety is paramount. So when I see stuff like people getting threatened and people having this climate, like I put in my video, it's a shame you even feel this way. Like, oh, I don't want to drive down this block because I know I'm going to get pulled over. It's just that type of climate now, and it sucks. It sucks. John Luna, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. That's a super chat, right? I'm like always like, y'all know I'm trying to figure it out. I gotta look at my phone too. I be trying to figure it out. I'll get up the next day and someone has been so kind. Like I said, John Luna, that goes right into my gas tank for my ride alongs. I appreciate y'all, but y'all being here is enough. You could just hit the like I said, shout out to Late Night Crew. I know I'm swinging from your balls, but I want to say thank you, because I never expect his fan base to cross me over that threshold And that was an amazing feeling to get the email that I crossed my threshold. So thank you so much. So wing it from your nuts. I'm sorry. Her lawyer told her to take it down. She violated Larry's rights by making those body cams public. Yeah. It was some things I didn't agree with. When with the Larry thing, like I told y'all, when I saw them slot machines, I said, Mr. Larry, you disappointed me. I didn't agree with that. Or showing that he has a concealed carry. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. It's not Mayberry who don't. You know what I mean? You better get you a FOIA card, depending on where your views are with that situation. You better, be able to protect yourself. You just have to. I used to be against that stuff. Not no more. You know what I mean? Things change. Like, we're not walking to the penny candy store no more. We got Smokies where you can get your vape. It's stuff that's totally different. It's totally different. So I don't like that. I wholeheartedly believe there are 4 people put in strike for privacy because they have private people. All of it takes is 3 strikes out. Tiffany is a public servant, a public person. Standards are not the same. It almost feels like I'm in a bad episode of Power sometimes. Instead of New Jack City, it feels like Tasha. Tasha St. Patrick. But they were not given the proper authority, the trustees. What is the access to the system, access to the building? Why can't they get in the building? Sad part, she thinks she winning. It's heartbreaking to watch. It really is, guys. Shay got a copy of her first podcast. It lives forever. Yeah. Oh my God. And you know, the stuff that's happening, nobody's coming to save them. It's crazy. And I'm in between because now they're going to have the people come possibly take over the town, right? So if they come take over the town, right, the attorney general go ahead and say, I'm going to take over the town. How long will it be for? How long will they take the town over for? It's so many things. Like, we saw, like, it was a big thing about the allegations. Now you heard nothing. It's so many things that just sits wrong with this. It's so many things. Yeah, they're basically docs. I think the hardest one for me to watch, I think a lot of people don't talk about, was Bigwood, because I remember the quote. I didn't save everything, but I did save some of the podcasts. But the alleged quote, like, y'all be eating these people food. And I was like, oh, what if he got a food truck somewhere? What if he's a chef somewhere? And it was just like, man, the trustee going to have to fight through the court system to get the receipt or records from her. Yeah, they're going to have to. Hey, Cara, this Heather then fabricated some receipts. If she had them already, why hasn't she showed the trustees? Yeah, we don't want to see them more than the trustees want to see them. And yes, they're going to pick apart and they're going to look at it with a fine-tooth comb, but that is their job. And I don't see, like I said, I may be ignorant to the situation, but I don't see nothing wrong with just being like, hey, you know what? Y'all, look. I thought I knew what it was, but I really don't. I really didn't. So yeah, Keith, baby, he was swiping his credit card for everything. We thought it was a write-off. Now, where do we go from here? John Luna, I appreciate this. I was all the way up top. Y'all know sometimes, I don't really talk a lot, guys. I really don't talk.
Can I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just asking.
I don't really be long-winded. Thanks. Just joined earlier this week. Love your channel so far. Your coverage on Dolton's situation comes from someone that lives there. Thanks. Great work. Well, we're going to say allegedly I live there. Allegedly. Before I be on episode 4. Burgundy Blue. Was this you at Arnie's? It's not paid for by them. Was this you? Sorry. Next question. By the way, I think the village hall being closed was their way of getting auditors out. I do too. Very smart. Public area, unless it says authorized personnel only. Therefore, the signs now, it was their loophole. Yep. It says authorized employees only. Authorized employees only. So it does says authorized employees only. Does that mean the same, Mara, you think? Oh my goodness. Yeah, like why she pick late night, like I go to probably because that's who, you know, I bet you a lot of her people listen to it and listen to different people and send it to her. But I can barely, like this right here, I be trying to, that's why I do more lives than breakdowns, because it takes so long to edit. But imagine you got two full-time jobs essentially. You got a baby, you got a life, you gotta sleep for 5 minutes sometimes. Dr. Nikita says she bleeds slow. I'm sure her mind is always going. The last thing I'd be worried about is what some YouTubers are saying about me, honestly. Excuse me, guys. Tip doesn't think like normal people do. Yeah. Where's the governor? Who's our governor? Who's our governor? Oh, he's in a picture with her too. Governor Pritzker. He got a picture with her too. Yeah. He's not coming. Like I said, he's not coming. Cook County Commissioner not coming. There go the whole entire this is the government by itself and community leaders. You got our state's attorney Kim Fox right there. They're not coming. They're not coming. And they're all, well, I don't know. What is Pritzker? Is he a Republican? He's so rich. They said he had gold. Our governor had gold toilet seats. J.B. Pritzker, what is he? He's a venture capitalist. He's based in Chicago. What is he? Is he Republican or Democrat? What is J.B. Pritzker? I never even looked. It's good. It's so funny. I'm laughing because they had Blagojevich wiretapped. Y'all, that's a video for another day. That was a mess. Blagojevich was going off. He said Obama better get him out of jail. Let me see. Then he was waiting on. They were waiting on Trump to get him out too. Pritzker, what is he? Why doesn't it say his? Anybody know? Put in there. Do you think and he's the chair of the Illinois Human Rights Commission, Governor J.B. Pritzker. He's Democrat. Oh, so everybody's a Democrat. J.B. Pritzker is a Democrat. He's a longtime financial supporter and active member of the Democratic Party. He's became the Democratic nominee for governor of Illinois in 2018. Well, there you have it. Look, ain't nobody coming, y'all. Ain't nobody coming. Now, we might have Jedediah Brown. Jedediah Brown might come save us all, y'all. He might come back to town to save us all. But that's it. Mara, thank you. I subbed right at the same time I found Late Night Crew. Y'all are just similar personality. You aren't swinging from his balls. And I bet he said the same. You're good people, Burgundy. Thank you. Yeah. Tiffany can act like she's not worried about what's to come. All I know is when she's indicted and has to face a judge, have the same Nino Brown behavior with your fake dog. No, you know what would be funny? If she did like Dead Presidents. Remember when Lorenz Tate, when he got when the judge said he was guilty and he threw the stool at the judge and the judge had to duck. That is like, he like, what all I did for this country? All I did for this country. Y'all know I'm gonna have to do that clip now. and he threw that whole stool up over at that judge. That was something. Please hit the like. I want to see how long the signs stay up. I do too. Stephen, that's gonna be my thing. And if the news will be there to cover this, because now I was looking at what Mara said, like it's sort of like a loophole. Is it like for the safety? And you guys put in that chat. Yep, County State's Attorney Kim Fox ain't coming. Ain't coming. Lucille, hey, thanks for being here. I love your content, Burgundy Blue. I'm in South Holland and some of this stuff is hard to watch. Hopefully the feds step in soon before Dalton is bankrupt. Yeah. And it's like, how will it get fixed? That's what I'm worried about now. How does it get fixed? And you know, we're on the outside looking in, so we don't know how the inside stuff works over there. But I always be like, I wish they could all, like I heard Brittany Norwood say, compromise. And she's like, no compromise. Well, you can't run a town like Dolton without compromise. It has to be something. And if you ever went so far and you don't know how you're going to turn back, sometimes you have to just have your tail between the legs and say, hey, I messed up. What can we do to fix this? I think possibly I may resign, but this is the situation we're in. I'm going to carry on the Thornton Township, if that's allowed. Like if she resigned for Dolton, would Thornton Township still let her carry on? And focus on that, because it is too many hats. I never thought I would be mayor and then back to back turn around and be township supervisor. Now I've had the time to juggle these two things and I'm not handling it well. That's it. That's all. Because we paying Delgado too much to be paid. Delgado about to have gold toilet seats in his house. Oh my goodness. Anything that says restricted area, the public isn't allowed in. They found that probably via Delgado and use it to their advantage. Imagine being locked out of the city hall you pay for. Yeah, I don't think you can do that. They probably still paying for it, because that's a new building, right? Sup, amazing. that was copy machine papers with a clip on it. Let me tell you, somebody was like, make a check stub right quick. I'm going to Bob Watson. You gotta be from you gotta be from Chicago. It's like I'm going to Bob Watson Chevrolet. Y'all remember? Is it that's where the Tahoes came from? Y'all remember Bob Watson? Anybody from the south suburbs remember Bob Watson? It was in Harvey on 147. Oh my goodness. They went to Bob Watson. Yep. J. Maul Green, powerhouse. Father Michael Flager. Yeah. Powerhouse. Thank you. JB is a Democrat. Yeah. We're not going to let that happen, Cara. Justice for Alexis Wilson for sure. Like, I know it's no kind of justice you will find. Like, we can't even, that doesn't even sit right. But, you know, one thing that she said in that Thornton Township, and we know that the super mayor did not pull the trigger, but her answer hurt the family even more, is what did she say regarding that situation? You don't have to direct it at her, but what she said, every dog got his day. Every dog got his day. Pritzker is, thank you guys. I was wondering if he was Pritzker worth $1 billion. I told you he had gold. They said he had gold toilet seats. Good night, Jonathan. Bye, Paulo. I'm about to get out of here too, y'all. I've been long-winded. What? Illinois is the first state to legalize guns for. I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah, Thornton Township's a bigger bag for her, and she needs to focus on that. Like, that's it. I didn't like when they made that bill about dropping it down for the next person and all the other trustees too. Like, if they're not elected, their salary, the new trustee's salary go in. Like, why would that be the first thing you pass? And also, did you see that agenda for next board meeting? What is it, Lansing Journal? They probably seeing more AdSense than they ever saw. Because we keep referencing them. Shout out to Lansing Journal. The one thing I saw on this agenda that was coming out, because like I said, I feel like Thornton Township, they only gonna take like, don't push me because I'm close to the edge. Okay, those people are not gonna keep on taking this. You know what I mean? It's a different ball game. Not saying Dolton people are weak. I'm not saying that. I think it's just like half of Dolton, not half, but a large part of Dolton do have a sense of loyalty. Seeing her around so long and stuff like that, they have like this sense of loyalty, right? Don't know her family, know her, don't want to see her demise. Then you got the other half that's just angry, but they're too busy to be involved. And Thornton Township is just much, much bigger. And then their mayors can run what they want their constituents to follow a little bit, much like that mental health agenda. So I want to just share this agenda with you guys, and we're going to get up out of here because we were long-winded. Did you guys notice this on the agenda? This will be for the April 9th meeting. What is number 7? Approval of resolution authorizing disposal by public sale of personal property owned by Thornton Township. What's that? I'm just confused. What is that? And then they're going to have that new moderator. So they're trying to hire and elect a moderator for the meetings. Very, very, very interesting. I must say that before I get a call that a lot of these elected officials claiming to be Dems are really Republicans who ran as Dems to win. Ooh, I didn't know that was a thing. Thanks, talk on the net. That I didn't know that was a thing. Adams did in New York. Is that a thing, y'all? I learned so much for y'all. I'm not into politics. Never wanted to be into politics. I told you one time I did think about maybe I wanted to be a trustee, but it was like I wasn't going to live there long enough. Or Park District, stuff like that back in the day when I was younger. But I thought it would be easy. Like you just run. But I started seeing people run and then it'll be like, she had a pregnancy test in 1997. Like what? Like all your business on the streets. It was just like too much. And I was like, nah, at that time I had a younger child and I did not want that kind of smoke for him and the stress to take away from him. The car leases show where their kickbacks. Look at the interest rate and follow the money. I agree. I think the first person I saw really bring it out, because I had that question too. Like, what finance company is this? With Della Crella Media, shout out to her. She was like, that's not even possible. That's not even legal to have that kind of interest on a, like. You could have, instead of the interest, you could have just bought the car outright and called it a day. Like you could have saved yourself at least 50%. Crazy. Okay, about the salary thing. I saw someone say the verbiage on the new ordinance states if a new person is elected, the pay goes down. She took over the position from the previous. Oh yes, she inherited basically Frank Zuccarelli. He was the township supervisor, so she took his salary. So the new ordinance, which I thought she was gonna go the first term, but you guys corrected me in that, and I started to read up on that. Actually, she will continue to get the $224,000 salary, and then the next, she cut it in half. It was already an ordinance that the next person in line would be getting $50,000, but she deduced it even more to $25,000. And so when Roland Martin asked, well, why would you do that? She said, because they say we make too much. So I was looking at the TV like, so if they say you make too much, why is the new person punished? And that's to deter you from running. However, if we get a powerhouse that already don't care, like we get JB Pritzker, we wouldn't. But like I said, if you get somebody with some JB Pritzker money running for that seat that don't care, and a lot of people are throwing Napoleon Harris, who's our state senator, they're throwing his hat in the ring, and he's already a millionaire in his own right. He don't care if he only make $25,000. He could just save up that $600 a day per diem, and he'll be at $200K in no time. Give up part of your salary. Yeah. It's a thing. Oh yeah, bank accounts are being watched. Hopefully, Tiff's bank account. Yeah, she probably got the stuff under her mattress, like Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes. Said Teddy Pendergrass went to. It was an old story. Harold Melvin, the Blue Notes. Teddy Pendergrass was the lead singer, and he basically said, "Man, Harold, I gotta feed my kids. I've been singing every day." And Harold said, "Let me see what I can do for you." And Teddy Pendergrass looked through the keyhole, and he was pulling out stacks of money from under the bed, and peeled off $100 bill. Said, "That's all I got, man. Make it stretch." So I'm sure all her money is up under the mattress. They monitor Zelle, Cash Apps, everything. Or like she said, stuff is not even in her name. So you guys, I'll just close it there because I want to enjoy everybody else YouTubes that are going on. Like I said, I didn't know who these people are. If you do know who they are, put them in the chat. I would like to look them up. I don't even know if this is a real picture, but I saw it floating around online. And this is what we're seeing now at Village Hall. Restricted access, authorized personnel only. And when I did go by, a lot of people are just at the back door. So I think they're just able to go in and out through the back door, and they're probably keeping the front door locked, a la this post I saw earlier that made me go over there. If you need to do business at Village Hall, you can no longer walk into our public building. There's no excuse for this. This administration has bullied and disrespected folks to the point of no return. Step down if you have to run the village like you and your team are on the run. If you have to secure Village Hall like you all are hiding in a bunker, something is definitely wrong on your end. I repeat, maintenance have secured Village Hall like the residents are criminals. Like that was kind of hard to even see. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that because it is hurtful to see something like that. Um, Especially for people who are oblivious, like an elderly 90-year-old. Dalton has 90. They celebrated some lady that was 100 years old. They celebrated her birthday. You think she know everything going on? She might want to just go for her walk, go in there and pay for her village sticker, and go on about her business or anything she wants to do. Or her, she don't know what's going on up there, and it's just all blocked off because of the situation that's going on. It's a hurtful situation on all sides. And I'm sure that the trustees too feel kind of helpless because they're not able to even answer when you ask them a question. Like, I know they're having meetings and stuff, but can they really do anything? They're trying, but they're essentially just locked out. It's only up to Tiffany Henyard as mayor and the village administrator Keith Freeman. Like, I just think it's super duper sad on all angles for sure. So, oh, thank you. Yeah, can you guys get me to 100 likes? Thank you, Kara. What you know, get noticed with me. Bob Watson. Man. Yeah, we'll be over there, John. Like I said, I'll be over here cleaning up, listening. No transparency, no accountability. Yeah, and this algorithm rule, that's how Republicans, and this authoritarian rule, that's how Republicans rule. This is crazy, guys. So I'm gonna leave you guys with the ride along, and then hopefully we meet each other over there. I appreciate all of you guys that's just coming over here, hearing what I have to say. I'll have some more Dalton history coming up. I think it's important for a lot of us to know. It didn't just start with her. This is just the most shocking we ever seen. But stuff didn't just start with here. Stuff didn't just start with Henyard. You know what I mean? It just didn't start here. it's been all type of stuff going on all kind of years. Now that we found out, we was reading about it yesterday. Like, what? Dude had that on his desk. Oh, all right, guys, let's do the ride along. My ride along was rough today too. And I'll see you guys later. Let me go close this up. Oh, you guys know that if they try to sue me.
Tried asking another employee who went on that trip. You went down to Springfield, and what were you hoping to do in Springfield?
You need to ask the people that handles that. I'm not the one that handled that. I was just riding the bike.
We need more.
I was just riding the bike. Remember to always take care of yourself and each other. I was just riding the bike. Bye, guys. Sorry, guys. I didn't have my tripod with me today. So let's do a quick ride through. This car gonna have to go around me. I'm doing the speed limit. Okay. Y'all gonna have to do it. So let's see if basically we want to see if Village Hall is closed according to that post. That's what we want to see. Try not to get hemmed up in the process. That pothole needs to be fixed. There's the police. So Village Hall has to be open. There's the police. It looks like workers are there. Cause my thing, oh dang! Every time I come this way, I hit this dang on pothole. Cause my thing is this: if Village Hall is closed, well, I'm not getting out and pulling the door. Y'all. I'm gonna leave that to somebody else. So Village Hall, it looks like business as usual, but it could just be the workers. Yeah, they go two different buildings. Oh, I think they are closed. I think they are. Are they closed? Pay water bills across the driveway. Okay, so it says it's a sign in there to the payment center. Restricted access. So it is closed. I did verify it. It says pay your water bills across the way at the payment center. It's restricted access. I did not get out, guys. I just wanted to see what was going on. But yeah, it can be verified. It's restricted access, and you have to pay your water bills across the way, and it's locked up. So yeah, that's what's going on at Village Hall. If I have more people with me, we'll probably go pull on a door for you guys a little later. I just didn't want that kind of smoke today. But yeah, it looks like it's right. Village Hall is locked down, or technically restricted. Oh man, dang it! Why I go this way for these dang old speed bumps? I be forgetting about over here. Well, at least, sorry it's going in and out of focus, y'all, but at least they're 40 miles per hour over the speed bumps. But at least you see Public Works is out here sweeping the streets. they're out here sweeping the streets. I'm gonna try to cut through because I can my suspension can't take it.
Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Burgundy Blue Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment